What are these three relationships? Number one is friendship. Friendship. Companioned. You see, whatever you have today, wherever you have today, started with you being friends. You found a friend in this person, and you want that friendship to last a lifetime. That is the foundation of every successful marriage. In fact, it has been proven that the strongest of marriages are built on a good foundation of friendship. Friendship is companionship. I love your company. I enjoy your company. I love to be with you. Friendship is what makes you close at work and start running home because you enjoy being with each other. That's friendship. Friendship is I enjoy you. Friendship is what? I enjoy you. It's the enjoyment we find in being with each other. That is friendship. The second relationship in every marriage is being lovers. Is being lovers. I desire you. I cherish you. I celebrate you. I love you. Being lovers. Being lovers, affectionate towards each other. Being affectionate, expressing appreciation, expressing love to one another, celebrating one another. You know, being lovers is remaining attractive. It's remaining what? Attractive to one another. Remaining attractive. Chemistry is being lovers. Maintaining chemistry. Maintaining chemistry. Sex is part of being lovers. Intimacy. But intimacy is more than sex. Hello? Intimacy is more than sex. There is a lot more to intimacy. There is intellectual intimacy. There is what? Do you know that what you did when you talk to each other can stir up your affection for each other? If you have a good communication time with each other, you find out that your affection increases for one another. So intimacy is more than physical intimacy. In fact, physical intimacy is only about 20% of intimacy. 80% of intimacy is not physical. There is intellectual intimacy. There is emotional intimacy. There is physical intimacy. So being lovers is where chemistry, affection. Songs of Solomon is about being lovers. I am my lovers, and my lover is mine. Then the third relationship is in every marriage is partnership. Is what? Is what? Partnership is building together. Partnership is doing life together. Partnership is working together, achieving your dreams together, pursuing your goals together, raising our children together. That is partnership. But there are times we are good partners, but we are poor lovers. We do very well when it comes to the children. The children matter. Or we are running a project. But that expression of love to each other, that time with each other, that time that we find to spend with each other, we don't do it again. So we find out that the two of us are living under the same roof, but we are partners, but we are not lovers. There's no affection. Feelings have dried up. Emotion is empty. Because we never sit down to look at each other and say, I am so grateful to God that I have you in my life. I have never forgotten how I used to feel when I met you. What made me decide among how many billions on earth that you are the one I want to spend my life with? I've never forgotten it. You are still that babe that thrills me. I am still falling for you. I fell for you, but I am still what? Falling for you. That's being lovers. That being lovers. Being fond of each other. Going out together. Just getting in the car and just driving. You know what I mean? You just want to be with each other. You just want to be with each other. Drag each other. Say, honey, come and go with me. Ha. I'm busy. I will go with you. You will go with me. Okay, I will go with you. Just, making each other valuable. Making each other precious. Making each other feel valuable. That's part of being lovers. Then friendship. Enjoying each other's company. Wanting to be with each other. You see, we're in this camp. This is a very wonderful place. There is space. Don't stay in your room. Come out and stroll. And talk. Hold hand. And just enjoy each other. Enjoy each other's company. Be happy with each other. Because if you don't enjoy this life, which other life are you going to enjoy? That is how I look at it too. If I don't enjoy this life, which other life am I going to enjoy? I must enjoy this life. And I must enjoy my wife. I won't marry a second wife. It will never be, in Jesus' name. This one that I marry is the one that I will always marry. And I am very intentional about enjoying it. I'm very intentional about enjoying it. Very, very intentional. So it's important that you focus on these three relationships. Now, quickly, fundamental to success in each of these relationships is communication. Is what? Is what? Is what? Communication. If you don't know how to communicate well, you can't be good friends. If you don't know how to communicate well, you can't be good lovers. If you don't know how to communicate with each other well, you can't be good partners. So, fundamental to the three relationships is communication. Some people, their partner don't know what they're doing because they don't talk. They don't talk. There was a quarrel between a couple. The guy just one day came back home and brought a pickup home and brought freezer, big freezer. And the wife was annoyed. Who did he buy the freezer for? Who did he buy the freezer for? But you see, because he never communicated to her that he was planning to buy the freezer. She was already she said she was doing this thing that you give money to some people, then in December, they will give you freezer. That she joined the thing. Now, so the family is going to have 2 freezer. Why? Because they were not talking. And that happens many times. We double our pressure because we don't talk. We don't discuss. The man said, it was a project I was pursuing. Project freezer. Do we need to buy 2 freezer? No. But if they are talk about what they are doing, that's partnership. That's what? Partnership. At the beginning of the year, as a family, you should sit down together to discuss what we are doing for the year, what we are pursuing for the year, our goals for the year, our dream for the year, our aspiration for the year, so that we can be on the same page. So that we can be what? So that we can be what? On the same page. Even your children, sit them down and discuss with them. This is what I want to do. This is what I'm going to do. Because we are family. We are what? We are family. We're family. Chibueze, you know the White Islander? Yes. One day God spoke to me and said I should sow the White Islander as a seed. But I called my wife and I told my wife, this is what God told me, that this car, it's a precious car. It's a car that is the favorite car in the house. Everybody jump into it and drive it. It's the car that everybody, it's the car that is most dependable, the Toyota Highlander. But one day I was somewhere and God said, give it out, sow it as a seed. So, but who did God talk to? Who did God speak to? Me. But am I the only one that used the car? No. My children used the car. My wife used the car. So I went to my wife and I told her, I said, look, this is what God told me about this car. My wife thought about it and she said, it's okay. So I called my daughter. I told her, Shani, this is what God told me about this car. I told my son, and all of them agreed. And I prepared the car and I saw it out. And it's not a problem. For my daughter came after and prayed for me. I said, Daddy, that is a huge step. And she prayed that God will reward me with a bigger, better car in Jesus' name. Amen. Because she saw what I did, she could stand with me to ensure that my harvest come. You're doing project, discuss it with them. Discuss it. I was thinking towards, okay, at some point in my life, maybe I will not be going everywhere, traveling like this, and da. What do I want to do? I told my children, I want us to have a farm estate. And they say, okay, Daddy, talk about it. I said, I want us to have farms. I want us to have different farms. They said, which kind of farm? Fish farm, goat farm, chicken farm, da. And I told them that it's time to start. And this year I started a fish farm. And everybody is involved. There was a time I was not at home for almost how many weeks? My son took care of the fish. In fact, we did our first harvest this week. We sold the first batch this week. Everybody was involved. My daughter, my son, everybody came out to come and harvest the fish, to come and, when we started, they couldn't touch the fish. Now they know how to touch the fish. Why? Because we discuss it. Because we carry each other along. There are times I want to do a project, and that project is going to affect the family finance. Maybe some things I used to buy, I will not be buying it like I used to. I will discuss it at the beginning of the year. When we discuss what we're going to do, I will discuss also the implication of it. Is it going to cost us? Is it going to affect us? So that when you are not buying Kellogg's cornflakes and we are buying NASCO cornflakes because we are saving some money to do the project we are doing, they will not complain because we have what? Discuss it. So everybody say communication. Everybody say communication. Communication is like what breath is to your body, to marriage and family. We must communicate. We must talk about things. Sit your spouse down. Discuss with her. Discuss with him. Carry each other along. Carry each other along. Tell each other what you're going to do. Tell each other this is what we're going to do. That way your family is stronger. Quickly. Now you got to now take your notes. Okay. Communication is powerful. Number one, it can build intimacy or destroy trust. It can heal wounds or create scars. Communication can be a bridge or a barrier. Proverbs chapter 18 verse 21. Say, death and life are in the power of the tongue. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. And those who love it will eat its fruit. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruit. Proverbs 18:21. What does that mean? Your marriage will eat the fruit of your words. Your home will reflect the tone of your communication. Your home will reflect the tone of your communication. Let me tell you this, please. For parents, talk to your children. What did I say? What did I say? Discuss things with them. Discuss things with them. discuss goals, discuss things. You know what you are doing? You are giving them a chance to see you as the person they also should discuss with. Because you discuss with them, what will they do? They will also discuss with you. When they have issues, when they have things that they are pursuing, they will come and tell you. They will come and tell you because you tell them things. And you see, don't make your children feel as if they cannot handle responsibilities. You know, when you sit children down and you discuss serious things with them, you know what you are telling them? You are telling them that you are matured enough to handle such things. And it helps them to grow up. It helps them to grow up. And it also opens the door of communication so that your children can come to you. You see, because I discuss my project with my children, they discuss their project with me. In fact, my daughter was telling me yesterday, you know, I told you that I had this father-children time with my children yesterday where I told them, am I a good father? That was the question I asked them. Am I a good father? Oh yeah, tell me. Have I been good? Have I been bad? Give me my report sheet. Everybody has come back from school. The one that is in school has come back. Oh yeah, come and give me my report sheet. And you know, when we're talking, my daughter told me something that sometimes ago, I told her that she needs to increase her monthly income target to a particular amount. Because I was telling her, I said, in Nigeria of today, if you're going to live well, you can't be earning at a level. Then look, you have to think of, I said, now you are living under my roof. I'm paying, you know, your rent. I said, imagine now you are through with school, you are through with youth service, you are out there living on your own. This amount that you are earning now, can it carry your load? That was my conversation with her that day. And I told her the first goal is increase your earning to, I gave her a target. Do you know, she told me something? She said that day when I told her that she thought, this my daddy is not sparing me. She's saying, but as at that yesterday when she was giving me a report, she has gone above that amount that I told her. She had exceeded it in less than how many months? She said after I finished, she said it's true that if daddy and mommy leave Port Harcourt today and I have to stay back here, I have to pay my rent, I have to take care of my feeding and all that, how will I do? And she took it up and she has achieved it. Why? Because that is how you discuss with them. Don't make your children feel as if they are children. Don't, please. Communicate. One day I told them, I said, you are adults. You have finished university, first degree, you have finished youth service. I said, some things you will not enjoy in this house again. I'm not chasing you from my house. But you are adult. Oh yeah? You have to buy this for yourself, buy this for yourself, buy this for yourself, buy this for yourself. They do it now. In fact, do you know what I found out? They now buy for me and my wife too. Yeah. Because I made them realize that you are going to take responsibility. So start taking responsibility now. So I don't decide what they eat again. They can eat whatever they like. But you see, me and my wife, we decide whatever we eat. So me and my wife can go out, buy food, come back, eat our food. And do you know what? Those children are even living better than us. That's what I've discovered. The kind of things they buy, I don't even buy it. These children, when they go out to buy suya, to buy chicken suya, buy this one, buy that one. One day, I just entered. I saw what? I said, me too, I'm part of this family. Oh yeah? At the chop. But you see, when you make them see that they have to bear responsibilities, they grow up. They do what? They grow up. So communicate with your children. Communicate with yourself. Talk to each other. Talk to each other. Now, let me say this to you. In communication, understand the difference between the man and the woman in communication. This is very important. You see, a man says what he is thinking. A woman says what she is feeling. A woman says what she is what? Feeling. If a woman says, get out, and you carry your, I say, is that who tell you to, where are you going to? is it not you that told me to get out? No, she's not telling you to get out. She's telling you, I'm feeling like you should. But I don't mean, have you ever seen that? How many of us men have seen that? Your wife said something and you decide that, look, I'm going to act on your word. And then she starts accusing you. And you're like, is it not you that said I should? You say I should never touch, and I'm not going to touch it. You're not saying, honey, why are you not helping me? Me help you. But you say I should not touch that thing. You say I didn't mean it. I don't understand that too. But you see, women speak according to what they feel, but men speak according to what they think. And if you don't understand that, you will not understand the communication between the two of you. So it's important that we understand that. What is communication? Communication is the effective exchange of thoughts, feelings, intention, and meaning. Effective exchange of thoughts, feelings, intentions, and meaning so clearly that the other person understands and feel understood. Communication is the effective exchange of thoughts, feelings, intentions, and meaning so clearly that the other person understands and feel understood. Remember what I said. The other person does what? Understands and also feel what? Understood. So communication is always two ways. It's always two ways. True communication is not complete until the message is understood correctly and the person feels heard and valued. Why does communication fail in marriage? Let me give you 4 reasons why communication fails in marriage. Number 1 is assumption instead of clarity. We assume I understand what you said, but I didn't really get a feedback that when you said this, do you mean this? You know what I mean? Because you see, I can hear something, and it may not be what you are saying. I can hear something, it may not be what you are saying. So anytime you talk to me and I hear something, I need to check back with you. Sweetheart, I hope this is what you mean by what you said. So that if that's not what they mean, they can do what? They can clarify what they mean. Because there are times we have thought we heard what they said, and later we discovered that it wasn't what we thought they were saying that they actually were saying. So most times communication fails in marriage because we assume instead of clarify. So we should always check back with each other. Sweetheart, when you said I should be more considerate, what exactly do you mean by be more considerate? Because I can interpret more consideration in many ways. Yeah. So a woman told the husband, be more considerate. And when he got to work, he sent her money. When he got home, she said, why did you send the money? What did you send the money for? The man said, you told me to be more considerate. And I felt you are saying I should be more considerate in the amount of money I give you. So I felt that the problem was money. I sent money. You are now querying me. He said, that's not what I mean. When I said be more considerate, I meant you be more considerate in the time you come. You come too late. I will always wait. You come. I don't sleep on time because I will not sleep until you come. You don't come back on time. The man said, you didn't say it now. The wife said, you didn't ask. So do you see that? Did you get that? Did you get that? Did you get that? So whenever we communicate, we should what? Clarify. Everybody say clarify. So communication fails because we assume we don't clarify. Number 2, communication fails because we listen to respond, not to understand. We listen to respond. We listen to respond, not to understand. We listen to respond, not to understand. It's called passive listening, not active listening. It's worse today because while we are talking, we are pressing phone. And so we hear the first few lines of what you said, and we assume that we have heard you, so we will reply. So every other thing you are saying, out of the 5 minutes talk, we only hear 1 minute. And after that 1 minute, we know what we are going to respond. So we are pressing our phone, and you are talking. And you say, honey, are you listening to me? You say, I have heard you already. I have heard you. And then I respond. But my response is based on what I thought I heard, which is 20% of everything you said, because you spoke for 5 minutes. I listened to 1 minute and I respond. So communication failed because we listen to respond, not to understand. Number 3, communication failed because can cause damage. How to talk to your spouse will listen. How do I talk so my spouse can listen? Number 1. Is that the same thing? Is that the same thing? But did I say the same thing? But did I communicate the same thing? No, because the tone, when I say you may go now, it's like a respectable, pleasurable response. When I say you may go now, it's like get out of my sight. So if we want our spouse to listen, we should mind our tone. Proverbs 15:1 says, a soft answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. Proverbs 15:1. So speak with the right tone, not just the right word. If your tone is wrong, your message cannot be right. Note that. That's the first step. How to speak so your spouse will listen. I said the first thing is be mindful of your tone. Number 2, speak to connect. Speak to what? To connect, not to win. Marriage is not a debate competition. Marriage is not a debate competition. So we should not speak so that we can win the argument. No. We should speak to connect our hearts together, not to win an argument. Ephesians chapter 4 verse 29 says, let no corrupt word proceed out of your mouth, but what is good for necessary edification. But what is good for necessary edification, building. Is what I'm about to say going to build or break? Is what I'm about to say going to build or what? Or break? That's the question we should always ask ourselves before we speak. Will I build or will I break with my word? Number 3, be clear, not complicated. Be clear. Be clear, not complicated. Be clear. Let your communication be clear, not complicated. And then number 4, control your emotion before you express them. Control your emotion. James said that so much. James chapter 1, verse 19 and 20. He said, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath, for the wrath of man does not produce the righteousness of God. Don't speak when you are too angry to think clearly. Don't speak when you are too angry to speak clearly. And number 5, choose the right timing. Choose the right timing. Choose the right timing. Not every issue must be addressed immediately. Choose the right timing. Choose the right timing. Do you know that Jesus even was mindful of time? You know, Jesus said something that is amazing. In John chapter 16, verse 12, he said, I still have many things to say to you, but you cannot bear them now. John 16, 12. He said, I still have many things to say to you, but you cannot bear them. There is a time somebody cannot bear something. You tell them, it will not meet a right response. It will not meet a right response. So, it's important that you are mindful of timing. Wow. Okay. The other part of this, if you want to be listening to when you speak, how to listen so your spouse talk. Thank you. Oh, how to listen so your spouse talk. How to listen so your spouse talk. Listen with full attention. Put away your phone, your distraction, your divided attention. Listen with full attention. Listen to me. When you listen with full attention, you are telling the person, you matter enough for me to pause everything for you. When somebody wants to talk to you and you turn your phone upside down and you look them, in the eyes, you face them, what you are saying to them is, you are so important that I will pause everything to hear you. You make them feel valuable when you give them your attention. So listen with full attention. Number 2, listen to understand, not to reply. Listen to understand. You see, I tell people this. When somebody is talking to you, rather than trying to reply, take a piece of paper and a pen. Anything that you know that you want to respond to after they talk, just note it down so that you can hear completely what they are saying. Don't try to jump in to answer. No. Listen to understand, not to reply. Listen to understand them, not to reply. Number 3, validate their feelings. Validation is not agreement, it is acknowledgement. You see, somebody comes to you and said, I feel agitated whenever, it's like the woman I was telling you about that, the husband sent money to that. She said, it's not about money. It's about you, your attention I want. And so, you know, somebody like that will say, I feel very agitated when you don't come home on time. And then the man will respond and say, what do you mean? Are you accusing me that I go to where I know? Hey! Is that what she's saying? She's talking about how it affects her. The first thing is to say, I'm sorry I made you feel that way. That is what? Acknowledgement. That is what? Acknowledgement. You see, I am acknowledging it. I am not saying that, look, I'm accepting that maybe there is a response. No, but I'm saying that, look, I'm sorry that you have to feel that way. Then I can go ahead and now explain to you what is happening, that I came late. But if I don't, I start attacking your feeling. Why do you have to feel that way? Why do you have to feel that way? No. That's not right. So, validate. Because you see, when you don't validate people's feeling, they don't want to talk to you. They don't. Then ask clarifying questions. Ask clarifying questions. What are the dangerous communication habits we must avoid? Number one, silent treatment. I know some people have an issue with that. Now look, silent treatment is emotional punishment. Silent treatment is what? Then another dangerous communication habit is interrupting constantly. Let the other person finish what they're saying, and you have your own say. Number three, stop bringing up past mistakes in your conversation. Stop digging up dead issues. Then don't speak in anger, please. If you are angry, wait. Avoid public disrespect. Let me tell you this. Schedule time for intentional conversation. Oni, when can we talk? So I'm telling you that I want us to have a conversation, but I need a time that is convenient for you. When can we talk? There's something I want to discuss with you. When can we talk? So that makes you know that I want this is an important conversation I want us to have. And I want to do it when it is convenient for you as much as for me. So you say, okay, we can talk at so time. And then I look at it, and then we find time to sit down and talk. I tell people this: when emotions are high, it's not the time to have a meaningful conversation. When one of you is angry, leave it alone. Let their temper calm down. Because anger distorts perspective. When you are angry, you don't see things clearly. So there's no need. Leave it at that time. Leave it at that time. Don't push it. Don't push it. Patience is virtue. A lot of things will be saved if we can be patient. The fact that you feel like saying something doesn't mean that you should say it. Leave it at that time. Don't bother. I found out that even with our children, you know that there's a time a child does something and you get angry and you start ranting. They don't get it. They don't get it. But give yourself time. Call that child, sit that child down and say, why do you do this? Is this right? Should you do things like this? You see, you are giving them a chance to reflect on what they have done and to see it and consider it whether it was right or not. But we just shout. I said, what is the one sin that parents commit? The children said, shout. So I said, why would I shout when you people do things that offend me? They said, but Daddy, when you shout, we don't get it much. But when you call us and sit us down like this, we get it. But when you shout, we will not get it. There's a lot to learn about children. Children are a whole course on their own. How many of you know you tell your children, the young adult, that you're going to do this, and they'll tell you that I will not do it, right? Or they will give one excuse. Then they will wake up and they will come and do it. And you're like, and they say, I reflected on it. And I decided to do it. So, have you learned anything about communication? Okay. So, that's on communication, right? We're supposed to have a question and answer time. Okay.